I have to ask you, because we've kind of talked about stuff that we've liked. Do you still think it was the right call to have Ronda Rousey, Nikki Bella close the show tonight?
That was the biggest call. I really thought that Lynch and Flair were going to end the show because that was the storyline that they had built for the past month and a half, almost 2 months now. I really thought that was what they were going to end the show with. But for them to end with Rousey Bella, no, that was the right decision. Because throughout the entire purpose of this show was God damn it, the evolution of women's wrestling. And so you had the personification of what Divas was in Bella going against the new form of women's wrestling that is Rousey. So it made perfect sense to have them be the main event. Me being the armchair, booking pro wrestling fan that I am, I would have had it be Flair Lynch, but it makes perfect sense for it to be Rousey Bella. So I have no qualms with that decision at all. Perfectly understand it. And let's also be honest, if you're wanting to end the shot with all of the women on the ramp, I think they're going to hug Rousey well before they hug Lynch or Flair, regardless of who won that match.
And that was so I was kind of bitching on Twitter.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, you bitch on Twitter?
Yeah.
What?
I was basically, and I had this hot take for the last couple of weeks. I had the hot take even before they booked the match between Nikki and Ronda.
Oh, you did.
Where I was just kind of like, well, first of all, I didn't want to see them wrestle. I had no interest whatsoever. I didn't think
of Bella Rousey.
Yeah, and I was surprised.
Why? What was wrong?
Because I thought Ronda still needs a little bit of help in the ring, and I thought Nikki Bella. If you had to make a list, Nikki's the last person on the list for me. Just not even somebody I would think of right away. However, I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was. I was the issue, and you raised that point, is that you can't close the show with Becky fuck you Lynch, which by the way I love the stuff she's doing. I mean, did you see the promo with Edge a couple weeks ago on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just awesome. She's just off the charts great right now. But you're right. You can't have Becky backing up, being like, "Yeah, that's right, bitch," and then you have to hug the roster.
Yeah, then everyone hug her.
Yeah, you can't really do that. It's just not. It's not going to happen. So I get it, but if I had to obviously pick between the two matches, that one interested me way more than Ronda and Nikki. And Nikki and Ronda have only really been feuding for a couple weeks on television, and this Becky and Charlotte thing's been going since even before
SummerSlam.
Yes, August.
SummerSlam.
So it's been going for a while.